Yeah, what Ramesh Balsekar used to say, which I really liked, but this could be interpreted in so many different ways. He used to say, in every given moment, do exactly as you feel like doing, knowing there's nobody doing anything. And the way that I interpreted it latterly, although I don't think of it much now, is that the person that thinks it knows what the body should do is an illusion. So it's like the less and less you think you know who you are, the more and the more the body will just function and do what it wants to do. But we're so scared of that because we've been taught for so many years of what we should be, what we think we know we should be. And so it's like the body knows its natural impulse, that then there's a natural impulses in the body, and then the mind comes in and judges whether that's right or wrong. And then it'll be, and then the kick to it was knowing there's nobody ever doing anything. It's not really you that's doing it, it's just the way the programming is. So there's the original urges of the body, and then there's this thinking mind that comes in, and sometimes it's practically needed. So sometimes the body might be going to do something really stupid and it's practically needed, but a lot of the time it comes in and thinks that it knows better. And how do we know better? Are we sure we know better? But that resonated with me with Ramesh. Ramesh Balsekar was, I don't know if you know him, he was an Indian speaker. He died in 2009, but he was a translator for Nisargadatta Maharaj. And he taught for 30 years from his apartment. And that line for me really resonated, or for this body really resonated, because there was quite a strong feelings in the body. So it was like for this body that resonated, for other bodies it might not, but the body, there wasn't a really strong intellect here, so the body did know what to do. So in every given moment, do exactly what you feel like doing, knowing there's nobody that does anything. And so this body did know what to do, but it had been taught so many years. The thought patterns have been taught of don't trust that. You've got to do it like this. You shouldn't do it like that. And so now a lot of the time it's just impulses, and it's a feeling, like an impulse. A feeling comes up, and it's not really inside or outside, it's just an impulse, and then movement happens. And then sometimes the mind interferes, and who knows, some people might say that's being or not being, I don't know. Sometimes the mind comes up and says, that's not a wise move. And then sometimes that's listened to, and sometimes it's not.
It's also funny.
Yeah.
You said Ramesh.
Balsekar. But he's Balsekar, yeah.
How do you spell Balsekar?
I knew you were going to say that. Hang on, I'm just going to look it up.
Okay.
But he's not so popular now because he latterly spoke really bad English, because he used to take his teeth out. He was like 93 when he died, and he used to take his teeth out, and so a lot of people can't understand him. I spent so much time listening to him that I can understand everything he says. But I posted one of his videos and I realized that most people are like, what the hell? What's he speaking about? Okay, let's see. His famous, there we go. So Balsekar is Balsekar. And his famous book, Ramesh Balsekar, was Consciousness Speaks. But there's some videos of him younger, but with an Indian accent and no teeth. It's I can understand why. This is just an example of him speaking. But this is impersonal. This is him younger.
So the individual is a play character. It comes into being. It goes out of being.
Yes. It is a character in this play that is life and living.
Mm-hmm. Now, from the viewpoint of the individual, though,
so this is him latterly. This is maybe when I saw him, 2008. Yeah, maybe a bit before that. Yeah, I used to go and see him in India. But you see how bad his voice is.
The more concerned with their lineage. That's another thing I found.
And then there's the beeping, but I can hear what he says, and he says, that's exactly what I found, but I can...
He said, I'm going to pursue happiness.
Yeah, it's very hard for people to understand with the noise in the background, and so not a lot
Oh
of
yeah.
people know about him when I speak of him now, but he used to be very famous um, non-Advaita speaker, but not since
Mm-hmm.
YouTube took over, but before,
Before. Okay.
when it was more kind of word of
Yeah.
mouth and people, you didn't, there wasn't like lots of um, like a social media around it.
Yeah. Thank God for YouTube, huh?
Yeah, it's great. It's opened it up in a whole new way.
Oh yeah. Yeah. But you know, he kind of reminded me of. I don't know if you ever watched the movie Kung Fu Panda,
Oh yeah.
the turtle.
Oh
Kind of reminds me of
yeah.
his voice.
Yeah, his face does look a bit like that.
Yeah.
He was such a handsome man when he was younger. He used to be a weightlifter, and he did loads of things in
Wow.
his life. But he's 90. I think in this video that I've got now, 2008, he must have been like 93. So
Wow.
yeah, he's written some like 30 books. So there's loads out there.